Welcome back, explorers. I'm IndieJones. Here we are playing Dead Secret. So we're going to hit continue and get into this. Small disclaimer, there's going to be a small section of this missing. So instead of still being up in the room where we got caught by the masked person in the robe, we went out the window instead and ended up out here. There was a small dream sequence where you were walking through the snow and came to a doorway, and then you walk down a hallway where the Oni masked guy was, and through another door, and then we ended up outside this window. So we've come in the window. This is an apparatus to start a dream. The dream apparatus. So let's keep searching here and see what we're at. November 15th, 1960. Dear Harris, I read in the paper... 1960? I read in the paper today that you received a special award from the College for Groundbreaking Research. I'm writing to wish you sincere congratulations. I've said some things that I regret, but today I wish only to extend good wishes to you and to your future endeavors. You know the scene in North by Northwest where Cary Grant disrupts an art auction. He makes nonsensical bids until the police are called to haul him off. Saw it last summer at the cinema we used to drive to in Logan. It was lonely to go alone, but that scene made me smile. My life feels like that sometimes. I poke my head up, say something crazy every now and then, just on the off chance that somebody will take me away from all this. I'm no Cary Grant. I'm afraid. I would like to hear from you. Please write me back. Sincerely, Cynthia. So the ex-wife misses him. Okay. So there's the front door, and we couldn't get past all that stuff. But now... What the fuck? Oh, massive goosebumps. Who... Oh, man. Bad. Crazy chills. The Crystal Cave by Bobby Sawyer, Chapter 8. Passage continued downward, a steep slope, like we were going down a hill. Smooth crystal didn't give our feet purchase, and we were trying our best not to slip. It was dark as night. Our helmets reflected strangely from the walls, making them dance blue. Once or twice I thought I saw a flicker in the glass, but it was just a trick of the light. Cold down there. No one was wearing a jacket. A few hours before we had been whooping and shouting, excited by the crazy angles that cut the crystal entrance out of the cave wall, sure that we'd found something that was going to make us rich. Now we walked in silence. Henderson's face wore a hard, determined look. Johnson's was all suspicion. Jimmy just looked scared, his skin pale and his eyes wide. I opened my mouth to say something to him, then shut it. Either we'd find a way out, or we'd die down here, all there was to it. It was then that Johnson screamed. Okay, who the fuck was playing this piano? Yeah, I'm gonna take that. I'll take the poker. Portrait of Bullard feels like he's looking at me. Piano chair's been knocked over. I want to know who the fuck was over there playing the piano. Pakistani troops hit Kashmir. National recognition for local college. The National Academy of Sciences announces its annual picks for leaders in science academia. On Wednesday, among the recipients of this prestigious award was our own Oakley College in Logan. College won recognition for a controversial... But I heard something. college won recognition for a controversial research paper published by the school's small neuroscience department. We are proud to have our work recognized in this way, said Dr. Graham Wellington, chair of Oakley's Brain Studies program. We're a very small program focused on areas of research that the big schools ignore. We applaud the Academy of Sciences for giving us the chance to prove ourselves. Award-winning paper authorized by Wellington and Dr. Harris Bullard was written in 1962, but only published last year, titled Accessing Subconscious Waves Through Twisted Pair Electroencephalography. Electroencephalography. That's a mouth fucking full. Jeez. The highly technical paper caused some controversy in the neuroscience community, and it was ridiculed by many experts in the field. The paper was the source of some local tumult as well. The paper was written entirely by Dr. Bullard, said one Oakley student who did not wish to give his name. Wellington just put his name on it and took all the credit. Bullard, who retired from the school last year, could not be reached for comment. So his work was being stolen. Sheets of music. Yeah, there we go. Daily log, 1962, 24th of May. Cynthia called me today. She sounded drunk. She calls me to get a rise. Maintain my calm. Let's see. Graham came by my office this morning. Strange-looking envelope. It was addressed to me, but had been pushed under his door. It bore no return address, just the single word, woodcutter. I had to run to class and haven't had a chance to open it yet, but something about it makes me uncomfortable. I hope it's not another love letter from a student. Graham is a weasel. He's never stepped foot in the lab or run an experiment, but he makes it sound like he's the brains behind the whole program. Without me, he'd be... Oh, God, I heard it again. Without me, he'd be a washed-up theorist with nothing to his name. It's nothing to do with Cynthia. Thinks little of Wellington. Hey, another piece of paper. 1965, 18th of August. Little mail fraud enterprise Bobby and I are operating has paid off. Since the beginning, I had suspicions about Woodcutter's true identity, but I cannot confront him without evidence. Several months ago, I started paying Bobby extra to steal outgoing correspondence from a particular individual's mailbox. We steam open the letter, give it a read, and then send it on its way. It's not the most exciting trick in the book, but Bobby certainly doesn't like it. But I found an effective method of surveillance. Today we intercepted a very interesting letter. This one confirms most of my theories and has been locked away for safekeeping. When I have one or two more pieces of the puzzle, I'll nail Woodcutter to the wall. I'll have to do it quickly, though. The device, my ace in the hole, is almost finished. When it's completed, there will be no reason for Woodcutter to let me live. I'll just have to get him first.
Dad took me to Wichita once before he died. We drove for 4 hours to get there, ate hamburgers, and watched a movie. Then we went home. He never explained, just told me to get in the car. I guess he knew he was going to die.
Still would like to know who's playing the fucking piano. Oh, hey, there's a piece of paper there. Fucking hell. Uh, 1965, 11th of June, using the moon as a trigger for the Lunar Dream Apparatus. It has its problems. The moon just must be full, or nearly so. The night must be clear, and the process must be started at a very specific time to ensure that the moon is visible from inside the chamber. Josie's been following weather reports and using lunar charts to try to predict days for ideal test conditions. But it's an error-prone process. The data we get back from the weather service just isn't precise enough. Today I hit upon a solution. We'll build our own weather device. In fact, we can base it upon an exceedingly accurate design from a century ago, the Tempest Prognosticator. We'll have to make some modifications for our purposes, of course. I'm sure that with some tuning, we can build a device that responds exactly to our weather needs. Then we'll need to get some leeches. Built a strange device to track the phases of the moon. There's another sheet of paper over here. Man, they're everywhere. Subconscious mind. Human brain is at some level not unlike that. The pot that produces my coffee every morning. The water I pour into it is infused with the qualities of the roasted bean. Grounds themselves do not pass through the filter, but the liquid that collects in the carafe is no longer simply water. It has been permanently altered. Every part of my body is a sensitive instrument. My skin, my eyes, my muscles, my tongue. If I am a coffee pot, this stream of physiological information is the water, and my conscious mind is the coffee in the carafe. And the sieve, the filter that makes the drink palatable, is the subconscious mind. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do with this yet. Somebody was in a rush to pack. Stovetop is clean, probably works. United States Patent Office, 1963, 3rd of January. Eyewear with electromagnetic refracting lens. A pair of goggles is provided, which includes a metal strip, a battery, and lenses, an assembly which, when placed over the eyes so that it rests against the head, permits the metal strip to touch the skin just above the left ear and crossing the forehead to touch the skin above the right ear as well. The function of the metal strip is to detect upon contact electromagnetic impulses from the brain and to transmit them to the lenses. The lenses are created from a glass material, reference co-pending application serial number 655234, filed April 12, 1957. Alter its refraction of light based on the electromagnetic pulses. Received from the metal strip and amplified by the battery. This invention relates to the visualization of electromagnetic activity in the brain, and more particularly the creation of visual patterns based on the neural activity of the subconscious. So this dude was making some crazy shit. Alrighty. How do I get that open? And I'm cutting in this outro here. I ran into a slight issue with my audio for some reason. Like the last couple minutes of my microphone audio cut out and wasn't working. And then that turned into several other videos that I cut right after it not working either. So you're getting a little impromptu while I'm editing outro. So recording this now, and sorry. So there's going to be another slight little break in the video. I find a coffee can in the freezer and try to figure out how to open it, and I put it in the sink and run hot water over it. And that busted open, and there's a bottle, some quarter-ounce, I believe it was quarter-ounce bottles inside, that I believe will go to the Lunar Dream Apparatus in setting it up and calibrating it all. So I'm going to leave the video here. Thank you for joining me. If you like the video, like it, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you really like it that much. Maybe someone else will enjoy it too that you share it to. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.